So when I was 20 years old, I hated rich people. I was attending NYU as a freshman and was just surrounded by trust fund kids and a level of wealth I had never really seen before. Now, fast forward 4 years, I run a business that makes me millions of dollars a year, and I don't really feel that way anymore. So here's how I changed everything. All right, so I went to NYU Stern on a merit scholarship, and when I got there, I was just surrounded by just so much money. Like, you never really understand money until you go to like a school like NYU and then see the level of money that some of these international students have. Like, they're rolling around like it's supercars, like coats that cost thousands of dollars. Something that stands out in my head is that during orientation week, they kind of took us around the subway just to see New York City. And there's an international student with like a just an envelope of $10,000 just cash in his pocket because he was so unaware that this is not like just pocket change and not something you just like walk around with. And even like the average students at NYU were like students that had gone to like the best boarding schools or the best just private schools across the United States or even internationally. And it was just shocking to me like that their parents could just afford to pay like the $80,000 a year in tuition that it costs to attend to NYU. And just being exposed to that and comparing it to how I had grown up, like my family immigrated to the United States from Colombia. I was born in Colombia, and seeing how hard my parents worked and still worked day to day in comparison to these students, and just the disparity of it, like an inequality of it, just made everything seem so unfair. And like around this time, I also got like really into politics. I was definitely more like on the leftist, even socialist type of vibe. Like this is around 2020, and I was definitely like a Bernie Sanders supporter just because I thought it'd be nice if somebody like him could win. And then maybe my family, if he won, would be in a better position. They could get things like free healthcare or get student loans forgiven or finally hold like some of the banks accountable for like what they did to the housing market in 2008 and the way that affected my family. But the fundamental like problem with this kind of mindset is that it's just constantly viewing yourself like as a victim and not taking control of your own life and just waiting around for somebody else to fix like the problems for you, if that makes sense. And nothing really gets done that way. And when I finally changed my mindset and like stopped thinking that way and instead just really took just extreme personal accountability that everything that happens in my life is my fault and the situation that me and my family is in is my fault. That mindset shift just changed my whole life and allowed me to build a business that makes millions of dollars. Because fundamentally, sitting around and thinking that, oh, this person's in a better position than me, they were born luckier than me, they're richer than me, is just a waste of fucking time. Because you can't change the situation you're born when. You can only like really play the card that you were dealt. And the reality is just waking up every day and thinking that way of like being resentful or having like a victim mindset is just a terrible way to live your life. I know during that time is like the times I was the saddest, probably the least motivated, the most anxious, the most depressed, and did not really feel good. You know, in comparison to the way I think now, or the mindset shift that I had that allowed me to go on and do the things I did, is like just being grateful for the fact of the things you do have and opportunities you do have. Like in my head now, it's like I immigrated to the United States, like the best country in the world. Like I won the lottery in that regard. Like I wake up every day and like I have my hands, I have my legs, I can walk, I can talk. Like there's just endless things to be grateful for, and instead reflecting on that and using that as a motivation. Like I woke up alive again today, so I better make the most of it. And the result of that like mindset shift, like just a few years later, is that now I have a business that makes me millions of dollars. Like I'm in a great position. I can do whatever I want, go wherever I want. My dad used to work Uber 6 days a week. We're talking about like a 60-year-old man that has worked all his life. He doesn't have to do that anymore because of me. My brother, he has special needs. He has a variety of medical conditions. If he never needs anything, he doesn't have to worry about it. Like, or my parents don't either because of me. Or like my grandma, she's like 80 years old at this point, and she sacrificed a large portion of her life, like taking care of me while my parents worked, or like went to like night school and etc. And she doesn't have to like worry about anything, or she can go to Colombia or visit her family or do anything she wants because of me. And I promise you, there's no better feeling than being able to say that and be that type of person for your family or for the people you care about. Because even now, like when I see like a homeless person or I see somebody that's working like a difficult job in older age, I still feel bad. I still feel some level of like, this world is like so unfair. But you can't change that, you know? You can't wait around for a large systemic change. The only thing you can do is like save yourself and save your family and do the best for them. And this video really isn't meant to be political or like convert you into like a Republican or a capitalist, because nowadays, like, I don't give a fuck about politics. I barely pay attention anymore. Just because whoever wins or whoever's in control or whatever happens, like, I'll still find a way to be okay. I'll still find a way to like make sure the people around me are okay. It's more just meant for you to take accountability in your life, because just be grateful for the fact that you can wake up and like you already won the lottery in so many different types of ways, and there's probably so many things in your life to be grateful for. And if you can view that as like you've been giving the ultimate opportunity to make something of it, then it's much easier to find inspiration to consistently build something and change your life in one way or another for yourself and for the people you love too.